All right, what else we got to cover here today? New affordable housing apartment complex opening in St. Augustine.
Oh, nice. We need it. So here we go.
Yes, we do. A new affordable housing complex named Victoria Crossing Apartments held its grand opening on Wednesday. They were offering a ray of hope, they say, to residents facing housing affordability challenges. The complex is located on Stephanie Lane. Oh, a lot of names here in this one. Adjacent to County Road 207. That is not a name.
Okay.
If it is, you're worse at naming things than me.
Victoria Crossing.
This is my child, County Road 207. CR. We call it
CR for sure.
CR. That's his younger brother, I-95 over there.
Hey, this day and age, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised anymore. Good Lord.
Yeah, geez, the names that are happening now.
I know.
Some of them are ridiculous.
Gonorrhea and syphilis. Oh, too much. God's sake.
Come on, man.
Well, the girl named Famali.
Huh?
Right.
The woman thought the hospital had already named her.
Huh? What do you got?
Female. And she called her Famali. She thought the hospital had already named her child.
Woo.
Because that's how it works. You don't get to pick the name. It costs extra to pick the name of your child.
If you can't read female, you can believe crap like
Famali, yes.
Yeah.
So CR207.
She thought the hospital named her daughter Famali.
That's great. That's great. Well, the hospital messed up my middle name.
Did they?
So on some of my identification, my middle name is spelled Gerald. There's a U in there somewhere. And on some of my documents, it's Gerald. So, yeah.
I thought that for years too.
It's going to be a tough time me collecting Social Security, I think, because
if it's going to be there, you're there.
I thought for mine too. I'm Matthew, but they spelled it with one T.
Yeah.
But apparently that's the German spelling. But I'm like, that's Matthew.
Yeah, my middle name, everybody messes up. I mean, you know, I pronounce it Troy, but most people pronounce it Tony.
Can I just tell you? I got to tell you this. I almost did something, but I was too poor to actually pull the trigger on it. But I almost did something. You know those little pop figures that we used to have on the desk?
Yeah. I still have them at the house.
Right, yeah. They're called pop figures. And I saw an ad where you could, I swear to God, Troy, this is true. I saw an ad where you can customize this. So I went in and customized one for each member of the show, right? And I was like, oh, this would be a cool little gift. We'll all have these our own personal, actual likenesses of us on these pop figures. For whatever reason, it would not let me name yours Troy Blevins. It would not.
You should have went Tony Belvins.
I did, and it let me.
Wow.
No, you should have done it. No crap. It let me name you Tony Belvins. It did not. It rejected the name Troy Blevins. It said you can't do this. So I don't know if like
my name's
Blevins
copyrighted.
is a bad name or something. Or what.
My name's copyrighted.
So let's see. Here's the rates that they're expecting for these places, and it looks like they will go by your income. 1 bedroom, $375 to $873. Damn, that sounds good.
So is it going to stay though? I mean, is it going to be rent stabilized? What's that going to? That's what I worry about for people. They can only be there for like a certain amount of time, then they got to go.
Well, it goes with their salary. It's attached with what they're able to afford.
Well, you're saying how long is the apartment complex itself going to be an affordable housing complex? Because I think what you're talking about, right, is sometimes these, like we talked about a couple of weeks ago, sometimes there's a limit on how long these will be affordable.
Right.
Affordable, right?
Yeah. That's the buzzword for me. That's what I was like, I hope it stays that way.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Maybe it says here later in the thing, but I don't see.
Yeah, there's probably a time limit on it.
There usually
probably like 20 years or something.
Usually is. Qualification for residency based on an annual income range of $30,000 to $45,000, which is 60% or less of the area's median income. Commissioner Roy Alamo noted that the complex is a significant step toward addressing the ongoing issue of housing affordability in the county, recognizing that the working class has been priced out of the local housing market. Everybody's been priced out of the local housing market. Everybody who brings in money in any way.
It's crazy.
So many people, man.
I was walking the dogs the other day. I'm like, I'm so grateful to be able to have the opportunity to live here because you cannot get in here.
Yeah, that's the truth, man. Which is sad because a lot of people I know who grew up here, just, they can't do it anymore.
That's sad.
They can't do it anymore, and they love this place.
Yeah.
Let's see. Turnstone Development Corporation partnered with the St. Johns County Board of County Commissioners to bring this project to fruition. The complex represents the latest addition to St. Augustine's expanding affordable housing offerings. Slowly expanding. I don't know. They could have left. They actually could have totally left that word expanding out of there, and it would have made more sense. I'm going to delete it right now, even though I already read from it.
Helping you out.
There you go. Let's see. As of Wednesday evening, there are still 20 available units at Victoria Crossing Apartments, so you might want to give them a call if you're looking for some affordable housing.
Yeah.
They've got a handful of units left.
It'll be brand new, too.
Jeez.
Where is this located?
Mom, give them a call.
207 CR.
Oh, this is the complex. This is the complex that Home Again got out of the way for.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Yeah. Cool. There you go. Victoria Crossing Apartments.
I'm glad it's finally done. That's great.
Yeah. Okay. Nocatee developer now saying Chick-fil-A is not a certainty. What?
Yeah, what's going on here?
Oh, this is going to make people mad.
Mm-hmm.
JEA, the utility company that serves Jacksonville, is reviewing a service availability request from Chick-fil-A for a location in Nocatee. However, the developer of the Nocatee area clarified that this request does not confirm a deal with Chick-fil-A. So people are saying, hey, Chick-fil-A is out here. They're wanting their power turned on for something. But I guess, how does that work, Troy? You might have more insight on this than me. If you're planning to go to an area, like, what how does this all play?
Well, you should have, when you do your due diligence, you should have a letter of availability of what's available, what infrastructure is there, what power structure is there, and all of those things. So when you do a development, that should be in your due diligence of, okay, can we even do this? And a lot of times it starts with like a DRC development review and some of those things, and it kind of says, here's the people you need to contact and let you know this is what you're looking at for impact fees, this is what you're looking at for this, and then you start from that point. So normally power is usually not an issue. So it's sometimes like water and how that's handled and whether or not you can afford to bring like when I built Davis Park's in Nocatee, but it was the first thing in Nocatee. So the most expensive thing I had was bringing the plumbing because I was the first one there.
Oh.
I spent a lot of money on the plumbing just getting it to the park because of the availability.
Right.
If this was, if that's the same scenario of Chick-fil-A, that it doesn't financially make sense for them to be there.
Gotcha. Okay. I say that I got you, but I still don't really.
It's about the hype.
It's all about what's on the front end of the expense of whether or not it makes good business sense on the back end.
Gotcha.
Fabricated half-inch pipe.
So, did you just want to say that?
Yeah, because that's what they're using, yeah.
The Daily Record reported that the JEA service availability request is for a 94-seat Chick-fil-A on 2 acres located east of Crosswater Parkway and south of Nocatee Parkway, north of 355 Pine Lake Drive, they say. So, here's what we know. You may get a Chick-fil-A and you may not.
Yeah, they cannot confirm or deny.
Yeah. All right. At this point, they currently operate around 19 restaurants in Northeast Florida. Along with locations at the Avenues Mall and various campuses in the region. And people always love getting a new Chick-fil-A. So, there's my thoughts. There's my Jerry Springer thoughts.
Very nice for that. Yeah.
People always like.
Yep.
I don't do a good Jerry Springer interview. That was my first time trying a Jerry Springer impression.
And we're retiring that one. Yep.
That one goes in the lockbox.